The Bitcoin ETF is finally live and trading on the New York Stock Exchange. This in itself is a landmark for the complete crypto universe, and a big congratulations to all who has been holding cryptocurrencies and has been behind this movement. This is just the beginning. So in today's video, we are going to cover not only about what impact will this ETF have on the Bitcoin prices, but we are also going to take a closer look as to why Bitcoin has been rising, but some of the altcoins have been correcting themselves, or they have been actually moving sideways. So stay tuned to this video and find out more details about the altcoin season update, as well as an update on the Bitcoin ETFs.
Subscribe to watch more videos like this.
Hello friends, my name is Soham and I welcome you to Crypto Bulls Club, your one-stop destination for all the technical analysis and news from the world of cryptocurrencies. If you are new, make sure you hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. This will notify you with all the new videos that we release. Also, if you'd like to discuss about Bitcoin, Ethereum or any other cryptocurrencies, head over to Telegram, join our family. The link for that is given in the descriptions below. If you want to join a premium channel, you can contact me on my Telegram, that is given on the pinned comments. Now, without further delay, let's jump on to the Bitcoin dominance chart and see why the Bitcoin has been rising while the other altcoins have been correcting. Right, so currently on the Bitcoin dominance chart, what we can see is that it is 47% and it has formed this double bottom pattern right here, which indicates that we might be seeing much higher movement. Now, what does the Bitcoin dominance indicates? The Bitcoin dominance indicates that out of the total cryptocurrency market cap, okay, the total crypto market cap at this point of time is at around $2.61 trillion, out of which 47% of the market cap, that is about approximately $1.2 trillion belongs to Bitcoin, right? And that comes to about 47% of the total market cap. Now, when this dominance increases, this means that the total share of Bitcoin out of the total cryptocurrency market cap is increasing. What does that indicate? That indicates that some of the other altcoins like Ethereum, BNB and a few others are not gaining too much in respect to Bitcoin. Their prices might be rising in regards to the US dollar, but their price against the Bitcoin is actually not rising, or Bitcoin is actually outperforming them. Okay, now that is what the Bitcoin dominance means. Now, where could we be heading for this Bitcoin dominance and when we could see alts started rising again? Okay, now the Bitcoin dominance, as I mentioned, has formed this beautiful double bottom pattern, and we have this Fibonacci retracement right here available, which has crossed a very critical resistance of 46.8%, which it was holding as resistance right when it came below it since of May of 2021. Okay, in May 2021 we came below it. We traded the complete semi-bear market period or the cool-off period below this 46.85%, right? So during the cool-off period in June, July, we saw the Bitcoin dominance rise the maximum to about 48.92, but that was just a wick on this weekly time frame, right? It came down below this 46.85, which was acting as a strong resistance. But now what we are seeing is that we have actually moved above this line of 46.85. It is only about 2 days that have passed for this week, and we still have 5 days on our hands for this weekly closure. But what we can see and what we can understand from this chart is that this is a bullish indicator, okay, for this chart pattern, right? So double bottom or a W pattern is very, very bullish. It tells us that we might be in for a much more upside. What impact it will have on the Bitcoin and the Ethereum prices, as well as some of the other altcoin prices, while Bitcoin will be gaining, the alts against Bitcoin might be correcting, right? Their value might be rising against the US dollar, but Bitcoin will actually outperform them. What is the next level of resistance according to me? The next level of resistance is approximately the 52% mark, right? If we look left on the chart and if we extend these lines right here to the left as well, then what we can see is this level of 52% has acted as massive support in 2018 bear market as well, right? As you can see right here, in 2017, 2018, This line is very critical. This is the 61.8 Fibonacci. This is the golden pocket, and this has acted as a massive support in the past as well, right? If you can see right here in the previous market cycles, we came down after the highs of December, but before December it acted as a very strong support here, and after 2018 it acted as a strong support here as well. Since we have crossed this level of 46.85, I think we might be testing this 52.57%, after which we might be coming down again, and this dominance might come down for one last time probably, and then take off from there. So on the downside, how much can it come down to? I think a realistic margin would be the 30s, could be a good level, and if we go below that, then it would be a massive altcoin season. What does history tells us? History tells us that whenever there is this double bottom pattern, like how we had in December and January of 2018, we marched all the way to about 73% or so in December of 2020. That was the peak of the Bitcoin season, right? But what I'm expecting, probably a test of this 52.57% and then a pullback. But is this something that is taken all of us by a surprise, or was this something that we are expecting? Now for us and our premium members, this was something that we are expecting, and we will show you this with the help of an example, and we'll take the example of Ethereum value against Bitcoin. Okay, now for our premium members, we sold off our Ethereum into Bitcoin back in May. Okay, in May it made a high of 82,400 satoshis, and for us I think we sold it around 75,000 satoshis. Okay, so that way we are doing pretty well. Now that it has come down to 60,000 satoshis, and I feel it may come down all the way down to about the 50,000 satoshi mark as well. 55,000 satoshi is the first landmark. If we fall below that, we might be going to 50,000 satoshis or even lower than that. I will keep you up to date on all the real-time happenings. Now, why is this happening? Is this something that is happening for the first time? History tells us that the last quarter of a year is when Bitcoin tends to rise whenever we are in a bull run. We can take the example of 2017. Right, in 2017 October till December, you can see right here, from October till December we had actually bottomed out. In September we peaked out at about 23,900 satoshis, and we bottomed out at about 7,300 satoshis, right? So that was a massive drop in the prices as well for Ethereum against Bitcoin. So that was on the cards, and historically also, even in 2018 we can see that we were coming down. It was anyways a bear market. However, in 2019, when there was a slight rise in the prices of the altcoins and Bitcoin, we saw a similar movement. We came down from the highs of about 35,000 satoshis to the lows of about 16,000 satoshis. So that was another more than 50% drop from the top as well, right? So this is something that we were expecting. What did we do in 2020? So 2020 as well, we made a high of about 40,500 satoshis in August, and then we bottomed out at about 22,000 satoshis in December as well, right? So the fourth quarter is always something that has led to bleeding of Ethereum against the Bitcoin. If you have to look at the key trends, here is the drawing that we have done on the charts. I hope this makes some sense to you, but this is a range in which the Ethereum price against the Bitcoin has been trading, right? We were following this trend. We were taking a lot of shorts and longs. Whenever we were reaching the higher end, we were taking shorts, and then when we were reaching the lower end, we were taking the longs for Ethereum against Bitcoin. But we broke out of this pattern finally in May, where we went up to about 82,000 satoshis. We came down and we treated this line as a support. Okay, we came down in June, we treated it as a support. Then again we had a bounce of the Ethereum price. It went to about 80,000 satoshis. Then again we came down, and now what we are seeing is we have formed a double top pattern right here. As you can see, this was the first top, this was the second top, this is the bearish indicator, and also what we have done is we have broken through this line again. Okay, now this line may or may not hold much significance to you, but I saw that there are multiple touch points right here in this top line. That's why I have drawn it. So once, twice, thrice, fourth time we broke above it. On the bottom line also there was like more than 4-5 touch points, so we drew this passage right here. So what I feel is that we have broken below this trend line. which is not a good sign for Ethereum against Bitcoin, and we might be heading down to about 52,000 Satoshis. Why 52,000? Why is this white line? Now, if we look left on the charts, we can see that this particular zone from 52,000 Satoshis to about 44,000 or 45,000 Satoshis is a small passage where the Bitcoin price, earlier got rejected here as well. As you can see, it got rejected here once, twice. Here we held it as a support, we then got rejected. So this is an important line, and this line 52,300 is an extremely important because we held it as resistance multiple number of times. As you can see, in 2017 March we held it as a resistance, we came down, then we finally broke above it. Then again March of 2018 we held it as a support, we bounced off it, and then we finally broke below it. Now I think we are gonna go at least till 52,300 Satoshis, and then probably we are going to get a small bounce and then probably a breakdown till the lower end of this channel as well. That is something also very much possible. What myself and our premium members are doing, we have actually converted our Ethereums into Bitcoin already. We are waiting for it. We will convert our Bitcoins to Ethereum back again whenever we feel that is the right time and it has already bottomed out. Then we can see some rise, then we'll do it. If you want to become a premium member, you can reach out to me on my Telegram. It is given on the pinned comments, right? So this is something that was expected. Bitcoin dominance will continue to rise. That is what this chart tells us, and alts might continue bleeding against Bitcoin, with the exception of few, like there are Shiba Inu and few other coins which do not follow any technicals, or they are just pump and dump coins. They might do something, but majority of the altcoins, according to me, may bleed against Bitcoin for the next 1.5 months to follow, and then we'll have the last leg of the bull run wherein the alts will actually blast past their previous all-time highs. That's what at least I am expecting, not in terms of Bitcoin but in terms of US dollar Tether. Now mind you, there might be few altcoins which may or may not actually flip their previous all-time high in terms of Satoshis. Like for example, in 2017 June, Ethereum had topped out at about 156,000 Satoshis. Okay, it may or may not break that high this market cycle. What I feel is, from the lows of 50,000 Satoshis, at least 100,000 Satoshis is on the cards for Ethereum as well. Mind you, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. These are all my personal opinions. Now let's move on to the Bitcoin ETF. Now the Bitcoin ETF just debuted on the New York Stock Exchange, and it is a massive landmark for all the crypto enthusiasts across the globe. Okay, it is a small victory for us. This is a report on the Economic Times which actually tells us that the ProShares Bitcoin linked ETF started trading on the stock exchange with the ticker name of BitO. Okay, this was something that is very huge, and it has pumped the Bitcoin prices well past the $63,000 mark, and I think this week we might see a new all-time high for Bitcoin given the exposure for this ETFs. Now what will this ETF do for the Bitcoin price? Let's try and understand this. Now what is an ETF? ETF is an exchange traded fund. What does this mean? That Bitcoin will be available to be traded on stock exchanges, right? Now how we have company stocks and shares of Apple, Amazon, Google. In India we have Reliance, Tata, so many, right? Like that, Bitcoin will also be traded as a fund. Okay, not the individual Bitcoin, but Bitcoin as a fund will be traded on these stock exchanges. What impact will this have? This will give more exposure to Bitcoin. Like if it gets listed on the Bombay Stock Exchange, then anyone with a Demat account in India will be able to trade into Bitcoin, right? Now, similarly in the US, if you are eligible to trade on the New York Stock Exchange, if you are able to buy Apple, Amazon, Alphabet on New York Stock Exchange, you can very well trade on Bitcoin as well, right? So this will give much more exposure to Bitcoin. Number two, the funds that will be available to Bitcoin will be much more. There would be a lot of capital that would come down from retirement funds and tax saving accounts that would start buying into Bitcoin as well, right? So this will give much more capital, much more exposure to Bitcoin, and probably this will give more acceptability to Bitcoin on a larger basis, right? People will now start taking seriously Bitcoin as an asset class if they haven't done it already. But I think this will add more value to the Bitcoin, and not only Bitcoin, this will follow for other altcoins as well. I think in the next market cycle, or probably towards the end of this market cycle, once Ethereum starts gaining very, very good momentum, we might see Ethereum related ETFs coming into the market as well. Okay, so that is what I feel. The ETFs will give much more visibility, much more capital to the crypto universe, and the market caps would actually rise for the complete crypto market cycle. And I feel that Bitcoin might actually reach $100,000 much sooner due to this ETF being approved and getting listed. There will be a lot more ETFs which will be getting listed, like the Grayscale ETF will get listed very soon as well. So stay tuned to our channel if you want to stay up to date from all the real-time happenings from the world of cryptocurrencies. If you like the content, please smash up the like button and also hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. If you want more details about the ETF, then I would like you to comment below and just comment ETF. Just comment ETF, and if we get at least 20 comments, I'll make a detailed video covering all the ETFs that are present globally, at least the most of them, and what impact it could have on your portfolio as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. Stay blessed, stay happy, take very good care of yourself. Bye bye for now.